question, powered by Ola, new Ford Aspire, Siska LED and Sterling. Holiday differently.
Mehbooba Mufti launches an anti-India campaign, throws an open challenge now to India's sovereignty. Mehbooba is provoking the people of Kashmir, threatening of mass violence in the valley. This is a Mehbooba blackmailing of Article 35A, says people of Kashmir will be forced to hold flags other than the Tiranga. Anger continues to grow against Mehbooba Mufti's anti-India campaign across the nation. The Prime Minister dedicates the National War Memorial to the armed forces on behalf of the nation. This is a tribute to over 25,000 fallen heroes. A very good evening. The show is called The Burning Question and I'm Deepthi Sachdeva with you. It's ironic that on a day that you have the Prime Minister dedicating the War Memorial to all of us, remembering the sacrifice of our soldiers, you have a Mehbooba Mufti who's stoking violence. She is a former Chief Minister of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. The reason why this becomes extremely dangerous. Before I tell you what exactly she has said, we put out the burning questions that we'll try to get answers from our entire panel here, because as I said, this is an extremely dangerous remark that has come in from Mehbooba Mufti. The reason why we say, should Mehbooba be arrested immediately? Will there be action against her? She is the same former Chief Minister who said give Pakistan a second chance once they martyred our brave hearts. The second question will also just go up on your screens, which says, hasn't Mehbooba launched an anti-India campaign? Is she challenging the sovereignty of the country? Will Mehbooba Mufti's security be withdrawn? Will that be the real test of how the state responds to what we've heard from Mehbooba Mufti? And as we get you those burning questions, before I take this to the entire panel of guests, first up, let's listen in to what exactly we've heard from Mehbooba Mufti, who has made that extremely provocative comment over Article 35A.
बहुत ही humble submission is to the powers in our country जो इस वक्त बैठे हुए हैं. गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया से कोई एश्योरेंस अभी तक नहीं आ रहा है इस पे, और मैं उनसे ये कहना चाहती हूं कि डोंट प्ले विद फायर. आग के साथ मत खेलिए, आग के साथ मत खेलिए. 35A के साथ फिडल मत कीजिए. अगर आपने ऐसा किया, इसके नताइज इतने खतरनाक होंगे जितना आपने 1947 से लेके आज तक कभी जो नहीं देखा है वो देखने को मिलेगा. और मैं आपके थ्रू जो जितनी भी हमारी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज हैं, खासकर जो यहाँ हमारी रीजनल पार्टीज है, नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस, आई एम इन कांटेक्ट विद उमर अब्दुल्ला साहब. मैंने उनसे भी बात की कि वी शुड हैव अ स्ट्रेटजी. हमारे पास मिलके हमें सबको एक स्ट्रेटजी बनानी पड़ेगी कि आर्टिकल 35 के ऊपर कोई अटैक नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर इस पर अटैक होता है तो मुझे नहीं मालूम कि जम्मू कश्मीर के लोग तिरंगे को छोड़ के कौन सा झंडा उठाने के लिए मजबूर हो जाएंगे. और जब उठाएंगे तो फिर ये ना कहना कि हमने पहले आपसे कहा नहीं था. हमसे डोंट पुश द पीपल ऑफ जम्मू कश्मीर स्टेट टू द वॉल.
So should Mehbooba Mufti be arrested for that statement? Arrest Mehbooba is the hashtag, viewers. You also can let us know where you stand on that entire debate. That poll is actually live on republicworld.com. As I also say good evening to our entire panel of guests that joins us. Tuhin Sinha is a leader of the BJP. Colonel Shailendra Singh Saab is a defense expert joining us from our studios here. So is Major General Rajesh Arya, again a defense expert who will be voicing his opinion on what you've heard so far. And Ashutosh Mishra is a political commentator. And I want to first take it to Ashutosh. Ashutosh and also Majid Haidri, I see him there on our screens. Good evening to all of you gentlemen. Ashutosh, what is wrong with a Mehbooba Mufti? Will she do this to be able to garner some bit of votes in the valley? Is this your plan to get votes?
I have to at least give her the credit.
Credit?
Yeah, that she has voiced what was in her heart. No, if you know who is speaking against the country openly, it's better.
Outrageous.
And she's speaking about.
So you're saying she's against the country and arrest her? Are you saying that? Are you with us in that entire walk
I don't want every voice that speaks in a different tone to be arrested.
No,
That's the beauty of the democracy.
There is a difference in
That is the
dissent
beauty of
and being
democracy.
against the country, Ashutosh. There is a very thin line, but there is a line. And I think the sooner we realize that, it becomes
should be decided
easier.
by the courts.
No, but according to
So
you,
if
you do
anyone-
not think that comment actually warrants her to be arrested. I'll just come to Colonel
She's a
Saab.
Kashmiri and she's
So
representing her
you're
point
an
of
Indian.
view.
You can't say we
she's a
divide the country.
Kashmiri.
Colonel Saab first.
Ashutosh ji, I can only request you, this is the tragedy for our country. We don't want to say anything. We don't want to do anything. We want the law to do everything. We want the government to do everything. What is this?
Colonel Saab, we don't want a dictatorship.
Sir.
No,
we are not
one
at
second.
all,
Have you
not
heard
at all.
Ashutosh very carefully what
Ashutosh
she
ji,
has said?
Ashutosh ji, I am only saying we should have our opinion. We should have our say.
Yes.
Let the government do its job, but what we have to do, you tell me one thing. Who is attacking Article 35? Nobody is attacking. The government, the country has gone to a court. What better thing can be happening? But now, with the reactions, the way she has spoken, is an absolute clear-cut indication of speaking against the state. It is a contempt of court. The judge, the minimum that judge should hold the country and the judiciary to some respect is to issue an arrest warrant.
Mehbooba Mufti
Okay,
does
but-
not understand. Just 1 second. Mehbooba Mufti perhaps does not understand that 35A, Article 35A gives supremacy to J&K legislative
No,
assembly.
I am not even going into the nuances.
She doesn't understand the law. That's what I'm trying to say.
Ashutosh,
This law actually is in the Constitution.
don't give her an alibi. Ashutosh, don't give her an alibi.
I'm not giving her an
Today, I think it's
alibi,
time.
but
It
I'm
is
not for
time that we
dictatorship
stand
where
with the
anyone and
country.
everyone who
We
speaks
stand
in a
with an
different
ordinary
tone has to be
Kashmiri today.
arrested.
By just saying, that this is what a Kashmiri wants, I think these are netas like the Abdullahs and the Muftis who for long, Colonel Saab, have only been furthering their political gain. I also want to get in Major General Saab and then I'll get in Majid Haidari here. But Major General Saab, why should Mehbooba Mufti be allowed to be free? She's the same person who the other day said give the Pakistani Prime Minister another chance.
Good evening, Deepthi. This is the irony of the state of affairs in the J&K. We have been saying this, that the local, regional political parties speak a different language while they are addressing their masses or when they are in the valley, and they speak a different language when they are moved out of Delhi or rather south of Banihal when they come to the center or dealing with the central government. What Mehbooba Mufti has said today, I am really pained that we had she in her as an ex-chief minister who should have been striking a very sensitive balance between the rest of the state and the central government and the emotions of the masses. What I heard just now, what she said, what you played in the beginning of the program, she is fueling the passions of the locals in the valley.
But General
Absolutely.
she's daughter of the same Mufti Saab.
No,
Ashutosh, the story, Ashutosh, is not about Mehbooba Mufti. 1 second.
Mr.
Let him
Ashutosh,
speak,
let me tell you one
please.
thing.
Yes.
Let me tell you one thing. Moment you hold a public
Deepthi, will
political
the only
or a
Kashmiri get a
government
chance to
office
speak now?
like me or Mehbooba Mufti,
Exactly.
we need to speak a national language.
Sir,
Then your and my view.
Muhammad Saeed
Then
was
your
the
and
chief
my view
minister
don't
of
talk
the
about-
government with
No,
BJP.
Ashutosh.
Yes.
And he thanked
What-
Pakistan.
Ashutosh.
Mr.
Ashutosh.
never did.
That
I'm
is
not-
serious right
I
now.
have been following
She
her
is a
behavior
figure
from
in the
14th
valley as
February.
ex-chief
And
minister.
Mufti Muhammad Saeed was the chief minister.
Ashutosh, I
have
don't
been
want
following
to
her
speak.
behavior since 14th
Ashutosh,
February,
but
and
take a
I'm sorry
moment,
to
take a
say that
moment
she
as
is
I get in
testing
Tuhin and
India's
Majid
patience
Haidari now
without
into the
prejudice
discussion.
against the
Ashutosh,
country.
take a moment to recall what you heard from a Randeep Singh Surjewala post these attacks. He said homegrown terror. That is, the kind of politics
That's
that
a
you have
politics.
seen post the Pulwama attack. And Mehbooba Mufti is also playing to her political gallery here. But Tuhin, you were doing business with her. She's a former chief minister of the state of Jammu and Kashmir today. Should she not be arrested for that comment, Tuhin?
Well, absolutely. Deepthi, I've been following her behavior from 14th February, and it's so vicious that first of all, in the first couple of days, she tried her best to deflect attention from Pakistan by focusing on attacks against Kashmiri students.
Deepthi, will the only Kashmiri get a chance to speak, or it has to be a monologue?
Which actually occurred. Number two, The fact is,
Majid, I'm just coming to you next.
You know, you accuse us of having an alliance with her. Let me address that very important point. Yes, we have been accused of having an alliance with her. We had that alliance because of the unusually fractured mandate which Kashmir had produced. And Kashmir, there was no guarantee that a similar mandate would not have come had elections been immediately taken place. But we had to pull out when we realized that for all the outward show of her being with India, these people could not grow out of a Jive Pakistan mentality. That is the time when she pushed for the amnesty. And we regret that decision. That is the time.
Why aren't you listening to Mufti?
One second, Ashutosh, you have so much force when you ask that question. I wish you had saved at least 10% of this force also asking Mehbooba Mufti a question.
I need to ask over here, is Ashutosh representing Mufti Mohammed?
Majid Hydari, why should Mehbooba Mufti be free today? Why should she not be behind the bars, Majid Hydari? 1 second, Ashutosh. One second, Majid.
Deepti, I hope I am given a decent listening. See, I am neither PDP spokesman nor their supporter. But today she has really glamorized the true face of Nari Shakti. Why I say so is because when someone who has sworn by the Constitution of India, who swears by Constitution of India, is speaking such a language because of the mischief being done by the BJP, RSS and others, so you should just understand what must be the sentiment of a common
interesting.
Kashmiri.
I'm extremely glad.
From Kashmir
the way Majid Hydari, you get in the BJP into this entire conversation.
You must be glad. You should be glad that she has shown the true face of Nari Shakti.
Will you also stand up and speak for an ordinary Jammu and Kashmiri today, for India, for the constitution, for the state? Will you do that?
Yes, in fact. See, she may be having her vote bank politics, but today she has spoken the voice of people of Kashmir. When somebody is swearing by Constitution of India, is today saying such a language, speaking such words, you must understand what must be the sentiment of common Kashmiris.
No.
No, why was this mischief never a problem for the last 70 years? Why is this mischief over Article 370 and 35A only during BJP regime? Why this mischief?
From where is violence justified and what has happened with 35A?
When no action was taken against RSS chief for speaking against Indian army, when no action was taken against Aditya
first time, Majid Hydari, that we see the opposition lunging
Supreme Court, why should Mehbooba Mufti be booked?
Majid Hydari,
when no action was taken against RSS chief for speaking against Indian army.
Also for the DISP who just lost his life yesterday.
Did you seek arrest of RSS chief when he spoke against Indian army? Did you seek arrest of Aditya Nath when he spoke against Honorable Supreme Court? Why only are you after the Muslims, the Muslim leadership? Anybody who is Muslim that he should be arrested? No, why this bias?
Majid, just listen to me. Majid, we gave you adequate time, now you listen to us. We'll go by your rule only, that one at a time. Okay? Now coming to this point, that whether she represents the complete JNK or not, I hope you are very clear on it, that what kind of vote she got. It was not even 1/50th of the total population. So how does she become the voice for the complete JNK? That is my one. My number 2 point is, as I brought out, and please be genuine.
Sir, when she could become the voice of BJP, as Chief Minister, why not the voice of people? When she was the voice of BJP, she was the Chief Minister. No, have some sense and roast it before you talk anything.
You just listen.
This is not cross-talking.
When I'm telling you that you
I'm told Ramesh Makhdoom is also joining us. Majid,
no, this is no
Majid, you have to let the other people please complete their point. You got space. Colonel Saab, Ramesh Makhdoom is also joining in. I think you can together rebut both of them.
I am not rebutting anything.
He's also a usual suspect. Ramesh Makhdoom, for how long would you want to divide the country, divide ordinary Kashmiris? They don't want violence. They want peace, they want development, they want jobs. They don't want violence at all, Ramesh Makhdoom. Why should Mehbooba Mufti be allowed to stoke violence?
I agree with you. Kashmiris don't want violence. Kashmiris want peace. I agree with you. I am agreeing with you. Kashmiris don't want violence. They want peace. But this BJP man is lying here. Mehbooba Mufti was not just the Chief Minister of Delhi. She was Chief Minister of Jammu, Ladakh. BJP signed an accord, according to which they had to talk with Hurriyat and Pakistan. Why did BJP sign the agenda of alliance with PDP? They were the signatory of an accord with Mufti Muhammad Saeed. And he on the first day thanked Pakistan. Why was nationalism of BJP? BJP has vitiated atmosphere.
I don't understand why you're still a votary of talking to Pakistan. The same Pakistan who's caught red-handed n number of times. Mehbooba Mufti says Touheen, give him another chance. But Ramesh Makhdoumi says Touheen, the problem has its genesis in the alliance that you had with Mehbooba.
No, it's on the other hand. See, you know, it was an alliance. It was a compulsive alliance. It was an alliance which was there only because if we had elections soon after, there was no guarantee that the results would have been any better. With 28 seats for the PDP and 25 for the BJP, how else would you have given the democratic government? But yes, we tried our best. We tried. Please behave yourself.
But Ramesh Makhdoumi, I think you're again deflecting it. Colonel Saab, the last words to both of you. 10 seconds. 10
Makhdoumi,
seconds.
just tell me one thing. If the BJP has supported them wrongly, rightly, for any political reason, will you hold the bloody country now to ransom? Is that the way? Is this a justification?
We want a peaceful settlement of this
And
issue.
my dear friend, please appreciate that the country has gone to a judiciary to get a decision. And even before anything is declared, you are feeling guilty. This is your self-guilty consciousness which is making you speak like this. I'm very sorry.
Okay, five seconds to you, Major Tensab, then we need to start
What
wrapping
we
up.
just saw, what Mehbooba Mufti is
Yes.
speaking is sheer exploitation of passions of the Kashmiri as on
Absolutely.
today.
The reason why we say
It is
arrest
sheer
Mehbooba.
exploitation of the
Arrest
passions.
Mehbooba is the hashtag. We'll carry forward this conversation also later here on the debate, viewers. Let us know where you stand. Thank you to all of you, gentlemen. Do remember, ultimately, it's about the country. It cannot be about what a Mehbooba Mufti thinks that she can get away with. We'll watch out how that story plays out. For the moment, thank you to all of you.